Welcome to the module Support Resistance. In this module, we'll talk about these words support resistance and define them. Remember, when we talked about real bars trending, we said when you have two real bars in a row, it has a tendency to go to the next support resistance. Now what we're going to do is we're going to break the last part of that sentence down and start to define what support resistance is and how to recognize that. Support resistance are two words which are the foundation for technical analysis. Traders use many different types of indicators to represent support resistance. This creates a lot of subjectivity that could lead to many doubts when you lose. That is not our goal. Our goal is to keep it simple. Money management is the key for us to be a professional trader, not technical analysis. Technical analysis is just a tool. Therefore, we have to be able to recognize these support resistances very easily and not complicate it. That is our goal. So what are support resistance levels? Support resistance levels are critical price levels where the following can occur. Price could get to that level and then it could stop and reverse, or price could get to that level, break it to start a new trend. Now, let's talk about what does break mean. To break a resistance, you must close above the price level. To break a support, you must close below the price level. The highs and lows are not counted to break support resistance levels. Therefore, you must wait to the end of the bar to determine if the support resistance level was broken. The key is you have to close on the opposite side to break it. You cannot use the highs and lows of the bar. You have to use the closing price. Here's an example of a hold scenario. You have a bar here, it's bullish, it's going up. You have a bar here, it's bullish. Here's a price level here, this is a resistance. In this example here, it tested it and held. Next bar came down. Over here, in the bearish example here, this is a bearish bar, it got to support, it held, and next bar went up. Resistances sometimes are called ceilings because this is where price could stop and reverse. Supports are called floors where it could stop, hold, and go up. So in this example here, you tested the support and resistance levels and you held. You did not break them at all. Here's an example of a test and break. You're going up again, you got to the resistance level here, you tested it and you held. Next bar broke it. Over here, you came and tested the support and held. Next bar broke it. The difference in this versus the previous bar is in both examples, you came to the resistance level or the support level and you tested it and held. That means you did not close above it at all. You closed below it for resistance and you closed above it support. So you tested it and held. The key thing is what happens on the next bar. In the previous example, it went lower. It held and went the other direction. Price changed directions. It bounced off the support resistance levels. In here, you broke them because you look at the closing price, it closed above it, and this one closed below it. So in this scenario, you tested and held on the first bar, next bar you broke it. So you always want to look for a test and hold. The next bar will tell you if you're going to break it or hold. In this example, you did not test and break or hold. You tested it and you broke it all in one bar. It's not a two-bar process. So you could see here price is going up. There's a resistance level. You broke it here. And you never tested and held it. You broke it here. And on here, you broke the support by closing below it. This is not a good scenario at all. And the reason why is when you break it, it looks like this is not even a level there at all. So if you look at my note here, it says, if you break the level without testing it first, it means there's too much volatility. This typically means you'll get some type of pullback. It can be a pullback to the level or it could be more. So if I see this scenario here where I know this is a resistance level here, I broke this. I never tested it first. I tested it and broke it in one bar. it has a tendency of pulling back. It could pull back to this resistance level here, price level there, and hold it and then go up, or it could pull back to here and break it and go down. So it's not a good scenario at all. You want the scenario where it either tested it, like here, right there, and then break it. That tells you now you could start a trend. Or you want the scenario here where you tested it here, held it, and the next bar comes down, so you know it's high probability to go down. But this third scenario here is dangerous, because if in one bar, if you test and break it in one bar, it typically means too much volatility, some type of pullback can occur, and you have to be very, very careful.